did see there was a line drawn from Yuma. He wanted a invasion down to essentially where Enemy is right now, and they would have walked immediately up high ground. And so maybe he was saying, whatever you do, don't do that. Because if so, he was right.
Okay.
Because they are lying there in wait.
Yeah, don't run right there. That's where they kill us. Wards, at least at the early going here, it does appear that nobody is going to get there as easily taken down, but a lot of emphasis placed by Nigma onto the mid lane, it looks like. Both wards on the on both of those runes. And I guess, are there any real like rotations early that could be made? It doesn't really look like it. So this is strictly just to make sure that they can see if there's, you know, what's going on, and in case one of them got taken away.
There might be rotations just for runes, you know. We've moved into the point of rotating for kills to the rotating just to cover runes.
True.
So it is important just to have the eyes on that.
Until you make mistakes.
Wow, they're really spamming the Gabe lines, I gotta say.
I mean, this is the region that's going to be able to do it, right? They'll have played enough games to got all the chests. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Other people were probably doing scrims and stuff.
That's right. They had their time. Playing their pubs while they just kept an eye on the other qualifiers. No surprise in the lane setups right now. I think Kuro is probably the most vulnerable person on this map, right? Playing Venge into Grim Io. That could be a bit hazardous. He does have a Blood Grenade, 6 Tangos, and a Fairy Fire, so he's going to do his best to harass early, but could hurt.
Yeah.
Making mistakes.
No, I mean, and I will also say that with the low armor on Gabbi, this is going to be really annoying to play against. This, like, I don't know how you feel about it, but Gyrocopter with the flak has never hurt as bad as it hurts nowadays. Particularly when you pair it together with Avenge. It's so annoying to play against in lane. It's just eating through Gabbi's HP pool here.
Yeah, that's true. Like constantly in the -9, because I mean, Doom obviously he used to be like one of those 0 armor style heroes. Now he's get 5, but now he's feeling the pain. He's being brought back down with that level 1 -3 from Kuro. So big help there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even that could be one of the reasons why we're also not seeing Enigma too much, right? It's just a pretty unplayable matchup.
Oh. Ooh, one more hit. It's enough. MC gets the courier to boot. Hey, this guy, he's universal now. People sleeping on him.
That's right. You know, Io Gyro, yeah, you're getting owned as Enigma. Io Razor, no cares. All right.
Absolutely. Although he's going to get linked up now, and GH there to kick him away. Always helpful hand to play out. Did get some of that HP drained out. And Gabbi up there on the top side. Is it going to be enough? Needs one more hit, but they can't quite get him. Ooh, had the stick charges ready too. So playing very up close and personal. Things getting a little bit spicy here.
Yeah, Kuro's still holding that Fairy Fire as well, so maybe hoping to bait them in a little bit. They also have one on the Gyro too, so you know, don't want to get into a trading battle that could end poorly for you.
But that's big. Gabbi gets the mana burn creep. See how much that helps out their laning stage here, but is already going to start to take it away from Yuma, making that flak harder to spam out.
So it's now 20 and then 2x the target's int. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. Versus Kuro,
he's
right
out of
now.
mana. Yuma doesn't have flak anymore. I mean, that's huge. Oh, jeez.
Bit of a nuisance. Get rid of the flak, then start working on the Venge.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you know, we have, what, 25 mana Wave of Terror? It's a bit of a harder one.
No, absolutely. Well, at least the lane down bottom, and actually all of them going pretty well, it feels like, so far for Nigma, have gotten off to a good start. Watson's going to try and do what he can, while up top they're throwing out a couple of stuns here and there. Yuma getting another round of flak out, but they're going to dodge away from it for the moment on Kataomi and Gabbi. Playing this one about as well as you can.
Yeah, and mid lane, obviously, Stormstormer doing quite well as it is a tiny at the earlier levels, so you have the advantage of the tree grab. Mikey able to keep up somewhat with the Illuminate. And overall, though, going to be looking more towards those stacks. And Stormstormer's been getting quite a bit of harass on him, too. Already got a toss out on him, too, as he's setting up for that 4-minute rune.
Oh, yeah.
You can't improve.
Trying to make sure he can get at least one of them. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. While down bottom, they go into Fishman again. And also a bit of an exchange up top. They take down Gabbi. So managing to eventually whittle him down to death. That is what you want to see if you're an Nigma fan. I mean, and I'll say Gyrocopter at so many points this qualifier has just completely taken over all of these games. This hero just looks like one of the best carries in the patch right now.
He's also so versatile in the laning stage, you know? Sometimes you have more points in the rocket barrage that are happening. Sometimes you can skip the missile or you can use it to your benefit in situations like this, just like pressure the kill. So you're not locked into a single way to play the lane, which means your opponents can't always anticipate exactly how you're going to play it. So you know, it's not as like blueprint as some other carries that you're facing.
Right. Oh, for sure. Trying to itemize to deal with it and even just survive the laning stage can be vastly different depending upon who the partner is too. But you can see Gabbi, again, going to be pushed back. Does have his Ring of Health now, so should be fine in this lane at this point, I would imagine. And in fact, Kataomi is going to go back to the jungle and try and stack a little bit for him at the same time. Or maybe for the Tiny, depending upon who wants that extra little injection of gold.
He gets one. He doesn't go for the bounty rune, though. Actually, that's where he's going to go next, but it's because the wave's pushing in, so he's trying to come over and help.
Oh, on bottom, Fishman, he survives through that little jump from GH. Did manage to get the Lotus, too, which is always huge to take that away from Io when you get the chance. And MC just sending those Eidolons forward, being a real bully with them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You can't improve until you make mistakes.
Stormstormer getting a little unlucky with some of these last hits mid, unfortunately. I'm just knowing he's got like the free wave. Mikey's overhanging the stacks, and the timing of his Blink Dagger is just going to be so pivotal for this game. He's got the treads up already, so he's up to 1,500 HP with the strength treads out. Kind of gnarly. He's also going to be picking up a wand too, so he is going to be moving and shaking, and he wants this first power rune some bad. What do we got? DD.
Oh.
All right. Gets the lucky roll. Not the best rune necessarily, but you'll take it.
Right. Should definitely. I mean, if there's an opportunity where he can find it, go. But in the meantime, it's Mikey that's making the first move. Roll in, finds Watson immediately there, pushes him back. They miss on the blast, but it won't matter. They have more than enough damage to take down Watson there. And I mean, Mikey, he had like a 70% win rate or something crazy on this hero. He's just been a menace on it.
Yeah, something that's fallen off a little bit overall compared to how it was in its heyday, but still really strong. And a nice combo there, too. Able to get that Solar Bind up to the 35% magic loss resistance and 99% reduced movement speed just from that kick.
All right.
Just like send that Razor back and you are hurting. And again,
Can't improve until you make mistakes.
35% is such a big number, man.
Oh, yeah. Spamming the Gaben lines, and Yuma, Stormstormer, maybe reading his movement here, understanding where that gyrocopter was going to be. He's going to run forward, smoke breaks. He's a little ways away. Yuma, do they find him and get in range in time? Stun is there. This DD, a couple more hits is all he needs, and he's going to get it. But can they punish this? Stormstormer is just going to walk it off. As you said, so much HP on this big Tiny at this point, and Kuro, with nowhere left to go, he's just going to get ran.
He's trying to tree.
Oh, man. And, well, not going to give him any of that. Stormstormer even just qualified with Kuro.
Wait.
You got to finish the kill, Yao. Come on now. And he throws the tree to get it.
Radiant's middle tower.
I like how Stormstormer kind of started running away after the initial kill. Then he's like, wait, why am I running from these guys? Like, yeah, got the backup coming in. I got tons of HP left. So they pick up one extra. He will not be back in time for the 8-minute rune, though. That is going to go the way of Nigma. So a little bit off there on that rotation. Oh, and it's an arcane rune for a coddle. Of course it is.
Wow. Yeah, that is really nice for them. And we'll see. I mean, if they make another move like this is what we're talking about. The supports from Nigma are so capable of making these moves, and they're going to take down Gabbi. Just a very early aggression coming out from Nigma Galaxy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It just makes it look so easy with the Earth Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that the distance was so short now just to get the slow on Solar Bind. It's actually ridiculous. And of course, you have a maxed out Ancient Seal as well, just by whenever you have your ulti up.
Oh, yeah.
But now already back down bottom, looking to pressure this in a little bit here. Plenty of vision in the area from Entity, so they know what's going on.
All right. Good.
Are they just like
understanding.
fully committing to pushing this?
I think that they were trying to get that kill onto Razor again, and they just, having missed it now, are going to back away. That's what it feels like, at least.
Yeah.
So good read by Entity to recognize that gank coming. They might make a move now. It looks like Stormstormer and Kataomi are instead going to make the move down bottom, which MC does have Black Hole, but he's kind of low on HP at the moment.
Yeah, it's a nice use of the twin gate there from Nigma, just to like put that cross map pressure. And yeah, he is
MC.
really vulnerable.
Yeah, moves in, and the silence, it won't matter. Rolls away, but they get the kill onto MC, and that was only a couple hundred gold away from his Hand of Midas. That's a nice timing to take down that Enigma.
Meanwhile, Missiles just driving back Gabbi up top here as he works towards his Midas, but no real threat of killing. Speaking of killing mid lane, Stormstormer.
Oh my god, he's caught. He's in trouble, falling down low. The silence is there. And Kuro takes the kill, getting him level 6. So yeah, off to a great start at this point.
It feels like Solarbind is just a kill on all three of these cores right now for the first couple levels. Again,
Yeah.
until they just get a little bit tankier. That 35% there can just cut through someone, even like a tiny, with the help of the Earth Spirit and the Vengeful Spirit. And that's going to really help with something like Magnetize, too, where it's this spell that obviously it's really nice in giant AoEs, but it just applies this like massive damage. It can be a little bit tougher on the solo kills since it's balanced around the fact that it can kind of hit everybody. But if he's going to be picking up this Veil and then combining it with the Solar Bind, even a tiny is going to have to worry about that.
Interesting. I mean, I am feeling like right now Nigma are really well set up to just keep this momentum going. And of course, while the other cores are a little bit behind, Yuma is absolutely starting to pop off in the farm, and he's going to even further accelerate. But you can see Gabbi starting to play catch up, headed on in, cleaned out those stacks for himself, and now is finishing off the Midas and bringing it out. So both offlaners going for that. Gabbi hitting it just that little bit, well, about the same time, actually. MC's bringing his out, too.
And of course, the big game changer for them, the Blink Dagger, coming out very soon here. Just 20 more gold for Stormstormer. They're going to immediately be looking for some smokes, some counter kills there. But perhaps the other golden gloved one of the Enigma would be a great target, as the two offlaners pick up their Midases at the same time.
Yep. And getting towards the Agnum Scepter on Gyrocopter, Nigma maybe going to make some of these moves down bottom to try and secure the tier 1 tower. It's kind of just been sitting there open and ready. Obviously scary to make a concerted effort into, you know, an IO draft, particularly now that he's got level 6.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So they used the scan to check on the other side of the Twin Gate, come through with a gyro as they were smoking up with this Blink Dagger to try and kill him. So what do you want to do as Stormstormer? Do you dare go through the gate? Kuro is just camped on it.
Yeah, that's really
They're thinking
annoying.
about it.
Oh, and they see now. Wait, Kuro's going through. Oh, Kuro's dead. All right. He went through instead, so we'll get punished for that one.
Tower is under attack.
But
Tanked one for the team.
Of course. Yeah, they get the tower, and now it looks like they're going to trade out both safe lanes. But at the same time, Nigma take mid. And now they're going to move up with Mikey and GH. Have that Veil ready on GH. This timing, again, before BKBs come out, is pretty devastating if they can find these heroes. But not wanting to run in without the rest of the help nearby.
That is kind of one thing to watch for, too, is the actual lane shove here from Entity. Because like, you're going to have this Io and Razor sort of doing their thing. And they're going to be chilling together. Grimstroke, kind of okay at it, I guess. But only has 1 point the Stroke of Fate, so not necessarily that amazing. It might be hard to sort of control these waves for them with this Coddle. Such a frustrating hero to try and control the map versus.
No, it's true. Yeah, they don't have a great hero for it. We did just have GH rolling onto Gabbi, but missed on the roll, and so weren't able to connect in. I mean, the other thing, like you're talking about, is that like you look at Kataomi's build, for instance, is Gabbi just farming this up. He only has 1 point in that Stroke of Fate. So
yeah,
him sitting here mid trying to push out this wave, it's just not really happening that easily at all. Run in.
Oh, that's a big stack. That's a big stack. They found what they wanted. Oh, he's failing. He's magnetizing it.
That is huge. They're going to get it. This should go down very easily.
Oh, he's so rich. Look at him just
Trying to
dropping
take
stones on it.
Yeah, I mean, they're going. Why not? So with that, the entire stack gets taken away. Nice
Oh,
little
that's so
injection of
sick.
gold.
9 stacked camps for Grim, but for who? For who, Kataomi? They're not for your friends, bud.
At the same time, we did see Fishman head on over and relocate for a wisdom rune. So they're getting something out of it for the cost of that, at the very least.
That's true. That is a nice one. But Gyro, Mr. Yuma here, he's going to hit his timing pretty soon. Blank Dagger done for MC. Okay, I saw him doing a stack too, but what?
Yeah, he's farmed. He is getting
He just
very
got his
farmed.
minus like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
He got his minus the same time that Gabbi did.
Well, Gabbi is, he's getting where he needs to. He's got Ogre Axe right now, but no, I mean, MC's just been farming. He's been hitting this like double ancient stack. Or rather, double ancients camps, which are now stacked up. And I mean, if he hits into this, BKB with the blink timing, it's going to be really good. Obviously, eventually, it's going to need to get in towards Lincoln's to deal with the Doom, but there's going to be a long window here before Gabbi gets into an Aghanim Scepter where MC is going to be like the hero in this game to watch.
You can't improve until
Oh, well, there's Yuma, though. The big damage eggs now up and operational. In case Entity try and go for a play. And that is sort of the question. Like, what do you want to do right now with Watson and Fishman as a combo? Like, is Gabbi ready to go on the hunt to provide a relocate option? Doesn't really feel like he wants to. And then it's just kind of on Stormstormer at that point. But he's just, like, trying to farm their Ancients a bit with the Observer Ward that they have. I feel like this Tiny is not doing what I was hoping this Tiny would do.
Yeah. I mean, he wanted to find MC over here. And to be honest, he might still be able to get him.
So close.
Yeah, this actually could be a huge pickoff here if
there
they
he is.
stick around a little bit longer and they see him there. Stormstormer jumps in, finds him, and gets that kill immediately. One of the downsides of that conversion, but the roll forward, trying to find Stormstormer. They get him, relocate in for the chase. They get magnetized down, connects now. Watson right there, but the roll away happens and they find him blowing up that Razor. Complete destruction. They take down 3 in a second. Yuma is huge.
What a response. The immediate TPs to try and punish that attempt. Just like, you think you can get somebody killing our Nigma? This guy's got Midas. It's fine. That thing, dead with Midas ready, doesn't matter anymore. As long as it's not 2 charges, who cares? I'll be back. It's
true.
I'm going to use that charge. It's going to be okay.
Dude, and Mikey is just staying spamming these freaking lines. He is not stopping. Okay. I mean, Gyro is very well online. It still is going to need to be in a moment here where they've got to be careful about the eventual Doom being able to cancel things. But I don't know, man. It's looking really good for Nigma at this point.
Yeah, I think that GH's Earth Spirit is synergizing very well with what they're doing on this map. The ability to TP in there first and make sure that he's the one that's helping secure that everyone else can get in there and he's going to control them up there. So useful. Now he's setting up this kill onto Gabbi.
Easy peasy. The roll through is there. Our Spirit's back, baby. It's happening. An Entity get anything? Yuma says, fine. You want to fight? We'll go in. MC with the black hole onto 3. Mikey's still dropping lines on him as they take everybody down. Dude, how much does it hurt to lose a fight while you're getting all chatted? What the hell?
You just can't stop. They're too powerful. Mikey improves now to James Bond levels, Secret Agent 007, as he just drops the lines full support mode here.
Oh my God.
What a
MC
black
was
hole.
Just there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the what was it? The 5th Enigma of the entire qualifiers.
I love this too because there's so many times where people are like, oh, Enigma into Doom, lol, Io's got relocate, LOL, is die, he can't do anything. And MC's like, I know what I need to do. Give me the hero. Oh, man.
Oh, so
That was
disgusting,
good.
actually. Well, they're in a tough spot now here for Enly. It just feels like they haven't been able to get any of their cores online. Gabbi has just been farming pretty much the whole game or being targeted. You know, he wasn't able to join that fight down bottom. They tried to get their quick in and out play with their Tiny, not involving their Doom. And obviously they got mega punished for that.
Right.
So like you can relocate in the Razor, obviously, but unless Doom's going to go early bots, which he might be, but he needs a blink first. And then, you know, disassemble for Octarine, then maybe bots after. That's a long time before that's going to be available. There's a lot of empty gold, it feels like, on Gabbi right now.
Oh, for sure. No, definitely. And I mean, the other thing is that, like, sure, you can't heal the gyrocopter, but where's the damage to throw into him? They really don't have it at this point. They need so much more farm on their heroes, and they're down a gold lead, and Aegis on this gyrocopter. I will say I want to see Nigma play active. Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
Fucked up. 90. Go in. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. Nice. Kill the Razor after.
Go. Bail.
Razor.
Yeah, I got Tiny.
Finish Tiny. Razor's dead. Going for Tiny. Go, let's go rush since we're all here. Let's go rush.
Go.
Let's go. We need everyone though.
Alan, I am sure it was beautiful words. You love to see those replays come back at you again as well. Back into this world, Kataomi is going to get found and killed off the back of another smoke move. Yeah, man, disgusting stuff. The Nigma are owning. They're getting through him.
And they're going to take the Tormentor. This is going to be one of the most painful snowbally things that I've felt in Dota. Yeah, ever since Tormentor got introduced, 20 minutes, the enemy team takes yours. That's not a good feeling.
Nigma, do your math. It's 21 minutes. Where are you going? No, they left. No,
do your math.
It's not there. They're gonna see the Wisdom Rune spawn, and Entity are gonna be able to pick it up. Well, it's fine, surely.
Fishman, though, he did the same thing.
Wow. Okay. So they end up getting both Wisdom Runes for Entity.
So that's both 14 and 21. They got all of them. So, I mean, it is a nice way to try and keep yourselves in the game. But you are certainly just trying to stay in the game currently. There's no hope of wrestling the control back for, well, let's see, about 2 minutes on this Gyrocopter's Aegis. So until then, I would be laying low if I was on the side of Entity.
Yeah. 5 to 14, 10K gold lead at this point. Just a really good draft and a freaking BKB on Earth Spirit. Dude, I don't think they have a BK. They have one on Gabbi, I guess. But like, it has been rough, man.
That stack did a lot of work for GH. As he also just picked up a Pupil's Gift. I saw him holding the neutral for a little bit there, but he decided on it. So obviously it doesn't make him any tankier, but, well, I mean, I guess it does somewhat with his armor, but he doesn't necessarily need the strength, you know?
No, true. I mean, this guy already has so much strength. Wait, are they chasing? Gabbi, BKB, TP out. Swap?
Oh,
got him! Oh, no! Gabbi going to get caught, drops the starry line and gonna all chat himself, knowing he got caught there. Big plays coming out from Nigma.
Yeah, the ward up there, just making sure the second he got in there, he was going to get that swap off. That is very painful. Gabbi having a horrendous first game here in the qualifiers. I hope he isn't too demotivated here, but that's got to feel terrible.
Stormstormer turns, wants to do something, but he also is going to get caught. Oh, relocate out, keeping him alive. So Fishman is going to be the one left behind, but at the very least, they're not going to lose their Tiny there. Kuro waiting to drop a high five. Oh, just a little bit off on the timing there for GH. Still, they get the kill. Man, Nigma
I can make a personal guarantee here pretty much about this patch. I would say that there's about a 0.0001% chance that Earth Spirit's going to get to keep 4-second rolling boulder now.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way. I mean, it's always been amazing. It's always been really fun, but the hero hasn't been quite like strong enough for everyone's just like, he's so broken for like obviously a long time since a lot of the earlier reworks of the hero. But now with his other abilities being stronger and the shard being amazing now, much better than it was before. Yeah. Yeah, we're losing the 4-second rolling boulder. So rest in peace, Earth Spirit players.
It's going to be sad. You know, enjoy it while you can for all you folks out there.
I think just remove Magnetize and keep the 4-second boulder. We don't even give them an ultimate. Just keep the 4-second boulder, please. It's like the funnest part.
Okay, jump in. Wanting to get something going, and they will. They find and kill off MC. Now Nigma, they need to be careful. If they can get the rundown here, they drop the Will-O-Wisp back behind him, jump forward, stun, KuroKy in trouble. The Force Staff keep him alive. Yuma throws out the ulti. Are they thinking about going in? Stormstormer, another Avatar, the jump in from everybody. The damage is there. They're leached together. They're silenced. They're doomed. But it's actually you that's doomed.
Can't improve.
Oh, Entity did not stand a chance. Oh, man, Mikey is strong. Yuma right there for the big damage from the gyrocopter.
I mean, they're just standing there. He's just like waiting for the perfect moment to join that fight. Just like hold, and there's 8,000 damage from gyrocopter. Like they're trying all this stuff, trying to make it work, and he just presses flat cannon twice and gives them an extremely bad time.
Radiant's middle tower
Devastating.
is under attack.
Yuma hit so freaking hard in that fight. We'll take a look at that replay here. As again, it looks like it should be good, but this build that he's gone for, it has worked out so well for them.
It's just the inability to actually get on top of the gyro, right? Like they're kind of getting on these other people, but if you go on the gyro, he just gets swapped out. So you go on Kuro, and when they finally come in, he just turns. GH there with the assist again, much like after the first kill that they got earlier on to MC, and then suddenly, you know, GH just shows up to slow them all down after. Similar thing here. Just feels like there's no winning play in these kind of moments. All you can hope for now is that maybe you can get a pick off onto the gyro into a quick Roche, but he is going to have that Satanic, so you better be hoping that you hit that Doom.
Right, and then of course you have to kill him in the duration of the Doom, because if it runs out,
Making mistakes
I mean,
is the path
he's
forward.
gonna be back up to full HP, and I don't know if they have enough to do the damage in the duration. It's feeling really tough right now for them. And the other thing is that they need the Doom to deal with the Enigma, because if they Doom the gyrocopter, MC's just gonna come in afterwards and blow them all up.
That's problematic. You have a fair point there.
Yeah. In chess, they call that an overworked piece. That's Gabbi right now. So they catch, push him back in, find him, looking, chasing, gets the blink away.
Yeah, missed on the Wave of Terror there, so good jukes there from Gabbi, and maybe
Yeah.
they'll escape.
Oh, that was close. They will get Kataomi, though. I think. Oh, used all the stuns? No, he gets out too. Okay. So Entity hold on to all their heroes.
Wow, despite the Yules.
Making mistakes is the path
I thought they'd be able to combo that up and be able to control him for the kill, but not enough there in time for Mikey. Man, Mikey's such a utility piece.
Can't improve until you make
Yeah.
a mistake.
Like 4-staff, Yules, boots of travel. All he's missing is the shard, so that he can also just be bringing someone else across the map with him.
Right. Yeah, going into that Wind Waker next as well. If he can get towards that, makes all the difference in the world. But of course, in order for this to work, it feels like the gyrocopter has to be this indomitable monster, which so far he's been able to be. And GH now getting closer and closer to his Aghanim Scepter. He's so farmed at this point in the game. Looks very scary. Smoke up.
Yeah, that's actually nuts. And with the ceremonial robe too, this is probably one of the best items on Earth Spirit.
Oh,
Feels like
they're
he's one
running.
of those 4s that really takes advantage of it.
They're running into a scary place. Stormstormer, if he could get a good jump, Mikey would be a great one to get. Steps forward, finds GH, Avatos, but if they kill him, there's bigger ones that are coming in after. They take down 3 with the black hole combination. Only the supports survive. They're too strong. They're tipping each other.
I'm literally typing GG if I'm in that black hole. Like the second it popped out, I'm just done. Like it just, you know, you don't have many jumps and many fights left, and I'm sure it was very painful to have to jump that Earth Spirit, but really he's at no choice, right? Like they have to get someone down. They've seen the strength of GH. They just have to hope that they're not quite close enough to immediately punish you, but they were.
And they find Kataomi as well. Mikey just gonna chase him down. Will-O-Wisp, and not quite enough. Kataomi does get away again. My God. This has been a beatdown, if ever we've seen one. 7-24, and Gyrocopter just hanging on to a DD in the bottle as they're going to go and try and secure themselves Roche.
Yeah, it has been a tough game here for Entity. It feels like they didn't really get anything out of their 3 cores as to like what you were hoping for. Like Watson kind of farmed up, but by the time he had something to do, there just wasn't really a fight for him. He hasn't actually found a fight. The fight just ends. By the time he gets involved, it ends immediately after. Either through Black Hole or by Gyrocopter just pressing Flat Cannon. And he's, like you said, just holding that DD still. Does actually pop it now, simply because he needs space, but he saves it for the end in the hopes that they can smoke into a fight after, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, he is 20, he's 10,000 gold ahead of Watson at this point. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. Fishman able to again steal a Wisdom Rune, but it's not really enough. There's nothing coming out from him. I mean, we talked about it in the draft, right? Like these supports, if they can't play with Tiny early, if they can't get those kills, it just falls apart kind of. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I think they needed to try and link up with Gabbi a little bit more. It felt like he was just on an island. It feels like he looked like he was just playing a hero that could really abuse stacks and farm very fast, kind of like the Enigma, which, yeah, Doom has some ways to farm fast and stuff, but I think one of the benefits of him is that you can use those while also still being at least a little bit active when you have such good supporting roles with you.
Right.
But they weren't able to link that up and make that work, and immediately they TP bottom on Nigma, they push that out, so the wave's gonna be pushing in there. Now they bring it to the mid as well. So there's a lot to handle from the high ground here. Speaking of the high ground, you know, they have some good options there. We're going to have that Inkswell initiation plus Doom, so they should be able to get the target they want, pretty much guaranteed, but then that comes back to the idea of Swap is there, and MC has his Lincoln Sphere, so that's a whole other problem for them.
Good positioning by Stormstormer, trying to find an angle for a tossback, but Yuma understanding the danger is just in the middle of this creep wave, and, well, jump forward, Ava, toss back. Yuma pops Satanic, and the fight is almost over at this point. This is also into an Aegis. They kill off one. Kataomi already dead, forced to buy back. Watson doing what he can, dying to flat.
Oh, nice.
Is going to get relocated away. Now another toss back. The roll forward, though, and then the kill onto Kataomi. Stormstormer wants to get them into the fountain, but it's just not happening. I mean, Gabbi is there again. He's almost got his blink broken by Mikey, and now blink broken by Flak. They just don't have the angle. Enigma missing. He has to be there to break the black hole, but he also has to be there to initiate on Yuma. They need 2, but Grimstroke is gone, and Nigma are just going to run down each of these buildings. They don't have 45 seconds to wait for this Grim. Devastating. Will-O-Wisp, these initiations are so hard to find. As they're going to Glyph and just stay high ground. 2.5 minutes left on this Aegis. Nigma have played this game absolutely stunningly.
Yeah, like pretty much perfect, honestly. They did not really make very many mistakes this game. A couple key moments in terms of like stealing the stacks as well. Just those big objectives that aren't going to happen every game, but when you have an opportunity and you take that advantage, it could just cement your position ahead of the enemy team. And I think that's exactly what taking those stacks did. That was so much gold that could have went towards Watson or maybe Stormstormer and just allowed them to try and get a handle on things for Entity, but it just got stolen away. It got handed to an Earth Spirit who's 6-0 and 19 and got him a really fast BKB. They just can't handle the way that Nigma are playing these fights. I'm going to try one more.
Looks for a toss back. They have the halberd there, but it's on the Lincolns. Gets the static link off, trying to do damage that they can onto Yuma, but then the roll in. Gabbi found that backlines. Is it going to be good enough? Trying to bring him down, but the black hole is going to be there.
Nice save.
Gets relocated out. The save comes there. Gabbi is already dead, though, and the buildings are being taken. This is going to be mega creeps and likely the game. Double stun, rolls through, tries to find anybody at all. GH Yule Scepter backs away. Yuma's still surviving through this. A minute left on Aegis. Doom is down. Not going to do what they needed to as MC still standing tall. Stormstormer is there. They lost GH, but It is not nearly enough. This is going to be GG most likely, as they're getting down to the end of it. Yuma, buildings, hitting, thinking, chasing. That's Aegis. Do they want to go in for more? I mean, they're all alive, actually. GH is not back up again, has not decided to buy back. There's going to be the swap away to break the link. Kuro chased away, the turn. MC doesn't have Black Hole, but drops down that Midnight Pulse. Good damage out as they hit onto Stormstormer. Looks for a toss, but there's nothing left. GG is called. Nigma take game number 1 in dominant fashion.